like I said, ain't nothing wrong with Lamar Jackson. Like I said, this conversation ain't even about Lamar Jackson, the quarterback. If you support Lamar as much as you claim you do, you might want to tell that brother he might want to kind of calm it down, especially when you're talking about contract negotiations and trying to get bags.
Le'Veon Bell.
That part.
Now, what I'm saying about that is it was a comment that he made. Now, like I said, y'all may say, well, Arthur Blank said such and such he said, and he shouldn't have said that. The difference is Arthur Blank ain't looking for nobody to give him no money.
That part.
He said something today that was very interesting to me. If y'all don't mind me trying to recite it here right quick.
Go ahead.
Where he said, cause I guess it was to talk about the whole injury thing, because it was all a shot at the Atlanta Falcons, and I need to get back on that shit. But he said, where was I from week 1 to week 12? Now it's a problem that I sit out because I could get hurt at any time to get my money. Now from our standpoint, our perspective, we look at that, we say, okay, he got a point. But when you're in a contract negotiation where you're trying to convince teams to get you this sort of money, this type of money right here, like I said, the 48 laws of power always say less.
That part.
But this is why I always say this. Lamar Jackson not getting a contract as much as everybody wish it was, I blame it on the media and the fan and casual football fans. The fans are really the reason why he's not getting his money. His fans really are the reason why he ain't getting the money.
So in other words, K-Style is trying to tell you people, classes in session, that Lamar is a brand. And the teams that he plays for or try to get money from are brands. And when you are a brand, you have a responsibility to represent yourself in the best light possible.
That's your damn mouth.
So now when you go into contract negotiations, what the one thing they look at is, okay, not only can you perform on the field, but can you put us in the best light of the people that pay the tickets to come see us? And when you get on here and you badmouth a situation to which you were incorrectly set because he didn't have an agent to properly help him navigate this foolishness that you're hearing from him on Twitter, they would have told him, sir, we need you to let us handle this because you are a brand and we're trying to get you a contract so that you can represent another brand properly. When you get on Twitter and you in your feelings, you become bad for business because now each team looks at it as you're going to possibly tarnish our brand with the foolishness your brand brings by running off at the mouth every time you get your feelings hurt. After a while, nobody wants to deal with you. That means that now your stock and commodity goes down. And the money that you are supposed to be getting now goes away because you become a risk. See, it ain't all about what you do on the field. It's a good portion of what you do off the field. As some of these players that have lost contracts for doing dumb stuff in the off season and when they leave the facility.
See, like I said, it's nothing wrong with being frustrated and not getting paid. I know everybody here has a job and they thinking like, oh man, I wish I get paid more. Wish paid more. Now, it's one thing if you're speaking to the people up top about your concerns as far as money, but once you start adding fire to the flame to Twitter, and then you got the media out here doing what they doing, and the media ain't shit because
their job is to sell a story.
You're, like I said, you're feeding into the bullshit and trying to tarnish a brand like the Falcons because the guy that you want to push to the organization is not looking into. See, it's very interesting that there were 7 other teams that passed on him, but the Atlanta Falcons is the one taking the brunt of the criticism.
Wait, K Styles, say that again. Wait, you mean other teams passed on Lamar?
Yeah, I don't think they heard you correctly.
No.
The Panthers
What the hell wrong with them?
Look. The Panthers said he wasn't part of the plan. The 49ers said, man, we got 3 quarterbacks. We good right now.
Really?
You got Robert Kraft talking about ask Bill Belichick. Yeah.
So you don't say.
The Jets say they not willing to pay the money. The Colts say
Aaron Rodgers.
Jim Irsay said that he don't mind the money, but he's not down with the fully guaranteed contracts. The Panthers said he's not in the cards. But the problem is the Atlanta Falcons is the only team taking the brunt of everybody passing him up.
Yep.
And this is the bullshit that we are talking about when it comes to the media and Atlanta sports.